Alright, what is going on YouTube? We got a very interesting topic for today's video. It seems like Oda is really on that One Piece live action hype because apparently, ever since the live action came out, my mans can't get Mackenyu's voice out of his head whenever he's drawing Zoro. And yes, that is actually the topic for today's video. So yeah, let's not waste any more time. Without further ado, let's get into it. One Piece's Eiichiro Oda hears Mackenyu's voice whenever he draws Zoro. In a surprising reveal from Frankie's anime voice actor, Kazuki Yao, One Piece creator Eiichiro Oda now hears Mackenyu's voice whenever he draws Zoro. In a surprise reveal from the One Piece anime voice actor for Frankie, Kazuki Yao, original franchise creator Eiichiro Oda hears Mackenyu's voice from the Netflix live-action adaptation whenever he draws Zoro. Via Philozora, the popular Mackenyu fan account on X, formerly Twitter, Mackenyu and Yao shared a panel from Kuwait Comic-Con where Yao made the shock reveal. And whenever he's drawing Zoro, he says he hears Macken's voice. Yeah, somehow that's how it is. So he draws Zoro while imagining Macken's voice, to the extent that everything has become unified. Oda's bias towards Mackenyu comes despite having known Zoro's Japanese language anime voice actor, Kazuya Nakai, for over 20 years, having attended several parties and private get-togethers with the anime cast. However, the reason for this, as Yao continued, was a sensible one. Quote, "It's because the staff and the actors created this together that becomes powerful. It's an incredible work," end quote. Oda had very close involvement with the One Piece live action as an executive producer. The showrunner for the Netflix adaptation, Matt Owens, recently revealed that nothing was accepted without Oda's permission. And even though the staff had the freedom to reinterpret and reorder the story, Oda imposed multiple non-negotiables, such as a total lack of romance among the fictional crew. Mackenyu's numerous appearances at conventions continue to excite fans, who eagerly await a production update to One Piece Season 2. Yao's appearance will undoubtedly reassure audiences, some of whom were concerned about his health given recent performances in the One Piece anime. So yeah, that's it for the article. Apparently we got news from the voice actor for Frankie that Oda hears Mackenyu's voice now whenever he draws Zoro. And I kind of find that funny and hilarious, especially given the fact that, you know, like in the article said, he's been to parties and multiple get-togethers with the anime cast, and he's known the voice actor for Zoro in the anime for like over 20 years. But now Mackenyu's voice is the only voice he hears as Zoro, which is crazy to me because when I watched the One Piece live action, like I was actually hearing the anime voice for Zoro like in my mind. So I can't imagine like the opposite, vice versa. But I mean, hey, I guess I'm not the creator of One Piece, right? But yeah, I think it's kind of crazy. I think it's really funny, and I think it just goes to show how impactful, you know, making a live action adaptation can be. I mean, the fact that Mackenyu played Zoro and now that's all Oda hears is kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts, especially considering how, you know, the anime voice actor for Zoro has been voice acting for Zoro for a long time. And that's why, you know, his voice is kind of the only voice I hear when I think of Zoro. You know, even the English dub for Zoro, like I don't really envision as Zoro. Like I really only hear that Japanese voice. I feel like it fits him so well. But yeah, for Oda to really envision Mackenyu's voice, it's kind of nuts. And another thing the article mentioned that I think is really interesting is how they said, you know, Oda crafted the One Piece live action with the cast and crew for the project. And I feel like that just kind of goes to show how collaborative film can be, but at the same time, like it really is like that. You know, when you're on set, spending time with the cast and crew, like it really does feel like a family, you know? And I feel like that's one of the best things about film and making live action projects that people I feel like don't really see. They only kind of see the end product and they're like, oh, this was trash or whatever. But you know, the actual process of making a live action film or TV show can be very intuitive, and it kind of requires you to engage with a lot of people socially, you know, to make things happen. And I feel like probably not so much the case for Oda and his journey making One Piece, while also having the anime of One Piece by Toei being made. Like it seems like what this article is kind of hinting at is the fact that Oda got really close with the cast and crew for this live action One Piece, and he's gotten closer than he's ever been with Toei and, you know, the production and cast and crew for the One Piece anime. Despite having gone to parties and get-togethers with the voice acting cast of One Piece for the anime, it seems like Oda's probably still pretty distant from what goes on in the production of the anime and Toei versus, you know, how Netflix handled the One Piece live action and seemingly gave him a warmer welcome. So yeah, I think that that's pretty interesting, and I think that that's pretty cool, and I think that just goes to show that, you know, there is reason and there is good that can come from anime translated into live action. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about for today's video. No need to drag it on too much. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please consider dropping a like and subscribing. If you guys don't know, I'm a filmmaker, an artist, huge fan of anime, and therefore I have dedicated this YouTube channel to talking about anime in live action. I'm really curious how these directors and filmmakers decide to take anime, which is my favorite form of art, and translate it into film and live action. And you know, I like to see how they do things. Being a filmmaker myself, I feel like I have a deeper perspective, you know, more things to say. And yeah, because I have so much to say and talk about, I decided to make this YouTube channel because I feel like other people weren't talking about it. They were just kind of hating on it, saying anime live action can never be done. But in my opinion, it can be done. In fact, it already has been done pretty well, and it's only going to be done more and more in the future. So why not talk about it and talk about how things can be done right, instead of just going into it with a negative mindset and jumping on this bandwagon hate train of anime live action can never be done, yada yada. So if you guys are interested in anime live action at all, or just filmmaking and anime in general, definitely be sure to subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate that, and I think you'll find a ton of content that you will love here. So anyways, that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see y'all in the next video.